Today I've got a bunch of fertilizer and I'm going to be making a pipe bomb, a real-life LEGO World War I mock. What I mean is that all of these World War I LEGO minifigures will be placed into a LEGO mock made with real soil. I've also tracked down some LEGO Blackadder minifigures and they'll be getting the full Battle of the Somme experience alongside their traumatized French allies. So, to be clear... This is so big, bro, why? I'm gonna be taking these logs and this soil, and I'm gonna build a giant sandbox. Then place all of the minifigures into it to get some cool cinematic pictures. All of that instead of just simply going outside and digging a hole in the garden. Is it worth it? I don't know. This is literally what they build railway tracks with, and for some reason, I thought it would be an appropriate size. Well, that's not good. Whilst I hammered away on my DIY project, let me show you my massive new collection of LEGO World War I minifigures. Now at this point, you're probably very familiar with my British and also my German army minifigures, but have you ever seen Blackadder World War I LEGO minifigures? Also making an appearance for the first time will be the French army, or well, parts of it, and of course more British soldiers and even more German soldiers. And to think that I could have just bought that sandbox. But here we are, probably scratching the desk as well. Now, you might be wondering, if the walls are made from wood and the ground is real soil, is this even gonna be a LEGO mock? Well, not only am I gonna cram it with 100 LEGO minifigures, but we're also gonna drop in a tank, LEGO trees, tracers, and we're even gonna bury the modular LEGO World War I build into the soil. If you haven't seen that video, be sure to go and check it out. Ta-da! At long last, the sandbox, or should I say dirt box, has been completed. 4 logs with a tarpaulin inside, we are now ready to fill it with soil. Yes, I have noticed that there are gaps in the side, but honestly at this point, I don't really care. That's a nuclear weapon being used in War Thunder, also the sponsor of today's video. War Thunder, the definitive military combat game, available on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation, happens to also be free to play. Break through front lines with armor, cover ground vehicles from a helicopter, or just go ham in a jet. However you want to play the game, you can be sure that War Thunder's unique damage model will guarantee a million unique ways to bring down your enemy. Hungarian Aviation is now available with the new War Thunder update, Alpha Strike. Also a plethora of new equipment spanning all eras, visual effects have been improved, gameplay has been refined, and the new map, North Holland, has also been added. All new players and those who haven't played War Thunder for half a year or more will receive some special bonuses. Rentals for the P-40E1 aircraft and M4 tank for a week, along with free unique skins for them, the exclusive vehicle decorator, Eagle of Valor, 100,000 Silver Lions, 3 premium vehicles for free, and 7 days of premium accounts. So hurry up, because the American vehicle bonus season will end soon. Okay, hopefully things are about to make sense. Watch this. Lego tank. There! Ta-da! Now, I've got a bunch of craters, potholes, trench pieces. I'm gonna bury them in. This is about to start looking very good. Does this look good? I don't know. This could be interesting. Let's start putting down some trench pieces and see how it comes together. Now, if you're confused by these modular trench pieces that I am placing down, there is a previous video where I built each of these individual pieces to fit together in a universal manner, and now I'm gonna reuse that build in this one. The first piece that I'm gonna place is gonna be the straight trench piece, and I'm gonna start at the very back and build my way forward. Okay, so we placed it in. Now I'm just gonna try and bury the edges ever so slightly. Yeah, this is gonna be a lot of tweaking. I'm gonna be constantly adjusting things. So as we get in close to actually look at what's happened here, you'll realize that I've actually not got that much room to play with, even though it looks massive. We can only get a 3x3 trench anymore, and we'd be encroaching onto the British charge, and therefore it wouldn't really have a no man's land. Getting up close and personal, you will see that the only thing visible, this is what I'm going for, I'm trying to make sure that the only thing visible is the trench itself, not the modules around them. So I've buried them and connected them. And you can see that I've done the same thing over here with the crater as well. Now, I think this is actually going really well, and I'm quite interested to see what happens when I start stacking in the minifigures, start adding on all the vegetation, other bits and bobs. Again, Daily Tactics has absolutely rinsed me in my previous 2 videos, and therefore I'm really hoping that when he comes in at the end of this video, I can impress him and finally get a score above 5. I've still got to put on 2 more craters. Got a bunch more craters too. I've also got these dead World War I trees to slap on, so we're gonna just chuck them all on and see how it looks. Let's start with the 2 biggest craters. Right, so I reckon we put one round about like here. I'm burying Lego in mud. If I could tell my 15-year-old self this would be my job when I was older. Whew. Did you guys watch a live stream of this? Okay, the first tree is in. We'll take bets in the comment section. How many times is that tree gonna fall over in just this video? Right, tree number 2. Your time is now. I want this one to kind of protrude out of the earth a little bit more. So I'm gonna put like a deeper root on it and hope that it will actually stay. Okay, the trees are in, the craters are in, the bunker is in, the tank has been dropped in. This is starting to come together. Now don't forget, there's an absolute boatload of minifigures to add to this, both new and old. We've also got a pile of vegetation to add to from real like diorama type stuff. It should hopefully look good. And then we're also going to be building some German artillery as well as a German field gun and probably some other stuff too that I've forgotten about.
24 hours later.
Okay, it's the final day of building. Behind me I have 100 World War I Lego minifigures. Also, last night I got to work on those build instructions and now we have 2 howitzers, 2 field guns, and a Renault FT. That means that not only do we have the French soldiers, they will also now be supported by a French tank. However, it probably is worth noting that the Renault FT is substantially smaller than the British tank. So with everything lined up behind me, let's get to work. Okay, so the first thing we're going to work on today is getting the 2 howitzers into the German trenches. We've got a couple of little platforms here. I've also got some sandbags that we can put around them. So that one will go down there, this one will go down there, and they'll both be sitting on one of these platforms here. Okay, let's see if that is going to be deep enough to get these in. Okay, so that's one. I don't know. Okay, that is the first one in. Now let's see if we can kind of fortify it a little bit. Okay, there we go. It's by no means perfect, but actually not bad. So, do we still have space? Like, maybe I could get one here. Yeah, I could get one there. And then maybe one there. We're running low on space. And remember, we've got 100 minifigures to place onto this as well. Maybe we just keep the 1 field gun for now. Okay, I've got some more sandbags, so we will use them to kind of just fortify these trenches just a little bit more. Also, to be quite frank, it just kind of looks quite good, I guess. Especially around where these machine guns are gonna go. Let's get the French tank over here. So we'll maybe have the French pushing on this side here, and the British pushing everywhere else. But before we place the minifigures, there's something I want to do. Okay, so to make this look even more interesting, I've got these little like sandy rock bits, and I'm gonna actually put them around and in the craters and in front of the sandbags just to make it look like it's actually being dug out. Hopefully it'll look good. Might not. So let's start with a small crater. I was just gonna sprinkle them around the crater. Yeah, just look like it's like there's like particles. It's like being blown up and like the dirt's come up into the air. That's kind of what I'm going for. Yeah, it looks alright. Yeah, you know what, actually, it looks alright. Yeah, let's give it a try. Let's give it a go. Yeah, you'll have to let me know, like, am I actually just ruining it by doing that? It's difficult to tell, because it's one of those things where you can't really tell until you're fully committed. Now, I've also got some, what looks like barbed wire. Now, before I place this last piece of barbed wire, I genuinely am incredibly impressed with how good this looks. This might be the best one I've ever made. Like, I know it's not all Lego, but the way that we blended it together, actually somewhat interesting. And with that, I think, are we on to doing minifigures? We might actually be placing minifigures now, of which there's absolutely tons of them. Okay, let's just start absolutely flying these guys down. Let's just start throwing them in, because there's a lot of them to place. So, machine gunner goes down there. Let's get the other machine gunner somewhere over here. This is going really well. I'm genuinely very happy with how this is turning out. It's beginning to get to the point where you almost couldn't even tell it's not actually like a Lego mock because it's real soil. There's so much Lego here now that it actually does look like a Lego mock. And it's gonna get crazy when we put down all the British and French as well. It's gonna be mental. Before I place the British and the French, let me show you what I've done with the Germans, because there's a lot of little details that I think are quite nice. So coming from this side all the way down to the German side, you can see there are just loads of minifigures. They're all tucked in behind their barbed wire and their sandbags, although we have got a couple of guys sallying forth. Now the reason is we've got a Renault FT over here, and we've also got a Mark 1 or a Mark 5, I can't remember which, and we have a German flamethrower trying to take down this one, and another German flamethrower preparing to take down the other one. Now this guy has got an anti-tank rifle, and the man with the gas mask is going to sally forth with them to try and take down these tanks and stop the advance. Over here we have a medic team, for some reason doing their best to try and cure a headshot wound. And behind them, we have got a field gun team. We've also got our team on the howitzer over here. And then again, our other howitzer team down here. Now, we've got some guys bringing up ammunition to the front line. We've got a whole bunch of reinforcements moving up to the front line. And everyone is going to be firing forward to stop the advance of the enemy, which has not yet been placed. I know if I was a soldier, I would not want to be charging into that. And it's now time to place the British and the French minifigures. There's quite a lot to place. Let's put the French down first and let's make sure they're in support of the Renault FT. Now there is a French machine gunner. Let's get him in a crater. Okay, that's the French down. Let's put down the British, but let's start with the Blackadder minifigures. Baldric and Blackadder. Ta-da! Right, we are finally finished. I will show you this in a second, but I'm telling you now, this is not enough to impress Daily Bricks. I'm gonna throw a temper tantrum, but also, we will be comparing this against my community Discord competition. I'm not gonna lie, I think I might have it in the bag this time. Now, as I did for the Germans, let me show you what I've done for the British and the French. So, whilst there were a lot of German defenders, there's gonna be even more British and French attackers. Right in the middle, in the crater, we've got a guy who sustained an injury, but he is getting supported by a medic. The French infantry are trying to move up with the Renault FT to keep it supported. They've also got one guy with a machine gun tucked away in here. The majority of the British infantry is just charging up down the middle. However, we can zoom in over here and you'll see Blackadder is actually sending Baldric to go scout the enemy, whilst he comfortably stays inside his hole in cover. Now, we have got two British trench raiders that have managed to make it all the way around the side, and they're going to be trying to flank into and immobilize more German soldiers. And then just behind them, you can see a British machine gun team is also setting up. Other than that, there's just a whole lot of infantry and tanks moving in. So let's jump into a call with Daily Bricks, find out if I can finally get above a 5 with this build behind me, and also judge the community Discord competition. This is number 1.
Oh shoot, yeah, that's fire.
This is from Rift Silver. Give it a 1 to 10.
I give it a 7.
A 7 out of 10. Okay, next up, I believe is Hyogo Guy.
Okay, that's an 8.
8! Woo!
Yeah.
This is from Sidelist.
Oh, how mean am I allowed to be?
Be mean. People want honesty. They want you to be real.
3.
3? Bro, what?
Yeah.
This is from Captain Rex.
Oh, that's alright. That's an 8.
Yeah, bro, it's not bad, is it? Right, next
I mean,
up,
if you put artillery in, it's an automatic win. So.
This is from Joe Biden. Yes, sir. Joe Biden likes Lego.
10.
He likes Lego.
11.
10! Oh
11.
my god, 11. Wow. Right, this one is from Cameo Dev.
Ooh, cinematic. Ooh, this is 8. That's an 8. Yeah.
This one's
I
from
want to see
Alex.
real fire.
Alex. Wow, Alex. Did you say 2? Did you say 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, it's Kobe.
It's not even
Kobe.
Lego. Yeah.
Right, Simon made this one.
5. That's good.
I like how the grass is in focus and the Lego's not. This one's Iron Nomad. Iron Nomad.
Well, it's solid. I mean, I give it like a 7.
This is from Banner Dog.
2.
Bro, these are wild. This is from Nevin.
Oh, 10.
10? Nevin gets 10.
That's gas.
Wow.
10.
Okay, so other than Joe Biden, this is your top one so far. This one is from Junji.
Ooh. Well, they're getting better. I give this a 9.
Yeah, nice. And then
Cold
this
stream
one's
guard
from...
going up a cold stream.
Nah, what? That's not Cold Stream Guard. Come on now. This is
Shut up,
clearly
nerd.
a Highlander. Right, this next one can't, because it was submitted late. It can't win, but it can. I wanted to get your vote on it anyway.
Honestly, this one's really good. That's a shame they got it in late.
Yeah, you can still give it a score. It just can't win the prize.
I would give it a 9. That's really good.
Give it a 9. And then this one's another.
People who
late
know how to
submission.
focus immediately get a better score.
Yeah, true. And then the last
Scott,
one.
all the that's yours. That's you.
No!
You made that. I recognize the background.
No! I tried to bait you. I was gonna try and get them, but no! Bro, come on, give it.
Another late submission.
Come on, rate it out of 10 though. Come on, rate. You know that minifigure? You know that head? You sent me that, mate. You gave me that in the mystery pack. That's the one you gave me.
Then it's a 12. That's the
Yes!
it factor.
Let's go!
No, but if I were to actually rate it, if you want me to actually rate it, before I realized this was yours, because I'm a little detective over here, Scott. I put 2 and 2 together. I knew you were making real life World War I shiz. I knew that was happening in the background, but before I realized that, I would have given this a 10. This is really solid.
Yes, let's go. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not very good at photography, but I was quite happy with how this came out. If you take enough pictures, one of them's gonna be all right. So the winner for you is Nevin.
Yeah, I mean the last few you showed me were all really good contenders. Yeah. This though, I would say is the winner.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
GG, Nevin. Now, Daly, moving on, we've got something big to announce. Would you like to tell the audience what we are going to be announcing?
Indeed, sir. We are going to be starting an official Lego podcast. We're going to be doing it weekly. It is going to be called The Lego Podcast. Very creative. We're going to be talking Lego leaks. We're going to be talking mock builds. We might have some Lego guests in some episodes, some famous Lego YouTubers involved, more so than us schmucks, so it should be really fun.
Some actually competent people, but like giveaways, just generally talking about like the Lego community, like all things like to do with both of our channels as well, and just giving our thoughts on just across the board. So stay tuned for that. It'll be out in a couple of weeks, and again, we will be doing that on a weekly basis, and we are going to monopolize the Lego podcasting community.